Hello guys, welcome back to another Lumley trading video. In this one we're going to be doing some in-depth stock analysis on Tesla, ticker TSLA. Obviously closed down another 11% on the day. Really has been a harsh sell-off recently, but has just been quite a trending stock. So I mean, it hasn't been the hardest stock to trade more recently, because again, a lot of the times you can just kind of catch the momentum moves off the VWAP, at least recently. But going on to the longer term trade opportunities, what are we looking at? What are key support and resistances going forward? So obviously still a strong sell-off. We need to be looking at a 6-month and a 1-year standard deviation chart, because again, these are going to provide us our strongest support and resistance. So again, strong sell-off. We do have our closest support now at $93 or $92. So it now wouldn't be unlikely to see Tesla continue this downward momentum. Obviously be paying attention to $100, so another 8 points from where we are now. Big psychological level, wouldn't be unlikely to start seeing a bounce off this level. Definitely something I'll be looking to trade intraday, and by that all I mean is as soon as we come in, push down to this level on the intraday, just going to be hitting probably option calls, probably just most of the closest expiries. Again, it'll probably be more of a 30-minute to an hour trade. I imagine it'll bounce. You just probably come down to this level, get a few point bounce, get out. That's probably just what I'll be looking at doing over on the options. Again, I think we did that recently on, or not that recently, but on Amazon when it broke the $100 the first time it did it. Again, you usually get those good bounce opportunities just because it's such a key psychological level. So the trade doesn't come all that often, but when it does come, can usually be quite an easy trade to trade. Again, if it breaks through, by kind of 2 points, then you probably know it's going to fail. You can cut out. You won't lose massive amounts compared to the upside you were looking at on the trade. But that's what I'll be looking at anyway. If we break that, again, $92 is our next key support. If we break that, we then have $78. And then going down to quite extreme levels. But again, if it really continues its strong sell-off we've been experiencing recently, $41, $22. And that's really going all our supports. Now, what are we looking at as more as resistances? So to the upside, we do have resistances at 135 to around 141. Now, this is key for kind of a few reasons. We never got that retest. You can see on this daily, we just broke straight through. No retest to kind of confirm this downtrend. Again, when you see this, it kind of just makes this level a bit stronger when we come back to retest it, but it does make the level more bearish because we would now kind of expect a second push to the downside, or at least quite a heavy pullback. Also, we do now have a gap fill location at 121. So again, two kind of reasons to start pushing up. So it's kind of in a weird position right now where I'd be a bit more hesitant to start buying up from a trading perspective. Obviously, from an investment standpoint, it's a bit different. If you want to start hanging in with investments, then it could still be a good opportunity. Or probably is. I mean, if you were happy to buy it a year ago, why would you not be happy to buy it down, 70% or wherever we are from the high? But yeah, two kind of reasons for it to kind of start pushing up. So I would be a bit hesitant to kind of play direction until we come into high probability areas. And that's why I'm kind of waiting for that $100 level. Because again, that kind of gives me 3 reasons to kind of expect a move to the upside, which is what I'd be paying attention to. So again, we went through sports. We now got this resistance zone. Really, then if we start to break that, there's not going to be too many trading opportunities for the time being, because around kind of 190 to around 193 is our statistical mean on both the 6-month and the 1 year. Like we said, we don't trade within this range. We instead trade to it. So again, if we're trading Tesla long bias, this is going to be our final target. So can provide some good upside, but again, once we break 140, it's going to be really kind of rare trading opportunities within this area. And as we're not looking to trade off these levels, we still got to wait for that break. And if we're waiting to trade from the upside, then we're looking at 240 and 250 as those next key resistances. Quite close, could be using them as a range. That's what I'd be looking at. Again, the first time you touch this, looking at it short bias. If it comes back to retest it, then I'm looking at it more long bias. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the breakdown on Tesla. If you did, why not drop a like and subscribe? Also, let me know if you are looking to trade this, invest in it, or both. But anyway, yeah, hope you enjoyed, and why don't you check out this analysis video.